Hey, hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Mark. How's getting on today? I hope you saw the last episode and you know what is behind me. Because, well, if you didn't, spoiler, I finally got around to doing the Nether portal. I still think it looks really cool. First things first, quick look. Is there anyone over here? No. Splendid. Okay. The first time in a very long time that we have no one stuck in the cocoa beans. I'm still very sad about the donkey. But I am very... But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't relieved that there's nothing hanging about there. Because it was starting to raise my blood pressure. Now, today the only thing left on the board... Well, there are two things. Well, look, there's three things left on the board, but there's only one that actually matters. We will be building the big tree. I'm actually going to get round to it. Everything's going to be splendid. It's not how we're going to start immediately, but it is certainly something we're going to be doing in the first half of the episode. The first thing we're going to do today, though, is get ourselves some new armor. And, well, that's because of a few things. I'm actually level 33, so I should be able to put 2 level 30 enchantments on the tops and the bottoms. And then, really, I guess that if we don't get anything good, I've got plenty of books that can make them good. So, it's not really that big a bother. Secondly, doing the surprise raid yesterday really scared me. I was just not prepared for that, and I really feel like I should be. Third thing is typically when I come in here, these guys kind of really want my blood. So I've taken some countermeasures. I've made these half slabs so they can't spawn up here. Can he hit me? No. Splendid. I've made this wee pit so if they do charge towards me, they get stuck in it. However, sometimes they will spawn with a crossbow and they will still try and gobble me, and that's kind of terrifying. So I think while we're diamond rich, I might as well just make myself some good armor, because I really can't keep living under the fear of just randomly dying whenever I go into the Nether, or if I randomly get a raid again, that those Ravengers might punch me to the moon. So, let's try and get some good enchantments, shall we? I have mending. I have a couple unbreakings. Do I have any spare thorns? No, I don't. That's okay. So what do I really want from this? I just kind of want... I don't really want fire protection. I know that. What about you? I need some books, because I remember when you used to be able to put in 2 different bits of armor and it would change the enchantments. Now, either I'm mistaken, or those were the exact same enchantments twice, and that's just... Well, that's really quite annoying, isn't it? I get the feeling this might take a while. Do I actually have any spare protection books? It would definitely appear not. Protection 2... Protection 2. Okay, so I guess... Right, we take these real quick, because I guess Protection 3 is better than nothing, right? Let's throw you in here. You have nothing. Let's grab that. Sharpness 1. Great, we move. What are you? Projectile Protection 4. That might be even worse. Right, so hold on. Projectile, protection. Is this going to be projectile, protection? Has that changed, or have I just always been wrong? These enchantments are horrible. Fire, prot, fire. Fire, prot, fire. What's going on? Okay, so after quite a long good while, here's what I have prepared. I've obviously got my socks. I just took them off to simplify things. We have a diamond chest plate. I can stick on prot 4, unbreaking 3, and mending. Great, cool. Throw on some thorns, if I can. The trousers, prot 2, unbreaking 2, right? Stay with me. We slap on that, and then that, it'll be up to prot 4, mending, unbreaking, thorns. That's obviously going to require a lot of levels, and I don't have an XP farm yet, so I'm going to be going back and forth to and from the Nether. Slap on my shoes. Let's grab these for now. Let's hope by some miracle they don't break. Let's go and mine some quartz, shall we? So I'm in the Nether, I'm getting quartz. I am ever so slightly lost, but luckily, for once, I think I was big-brained, and I remember to take my anvil. So I think if I take these off, put you in there, and then you'll be that, then they have to have a fitting name. Now we have some very good trousers. People still angry at me. Yes. Okay, here's a crossbow. I'm gonna keep going because I think I need the same amount of levels again to do my chest plate. So I'll see you guys in a wee bit. Ka-chow! Hey, we're back. And as long as I've not made any errors, I think slap you in. I slap you in. I have made errors. Okay. Whoops. I need a couple more levels. I'll be back. Right. Let's try that again, shall we? Now, what did I say last time? As long as I'm not mistaken, let's grab you. Grab you. Where's the book? Grab you. Prot 4, unbreaking 3, mending. An appropriate name. Now we grab you. Let's have a quick look. If I want to put thorns on it, it is too expensive. Without thorns, I don't think that this is anything that we can really sniff at, right? Let's go and test this out. See if we can find our way back. I think it's this way. Am I right or am I wrong? I think I'm right. This looks very familiar. Yes, okay, I know exactly where I am. Where are some baddies? Right, hold that. Right, you missed. Cool, great. I say you missed. I very clearly missed. Right, who wants the hands? Come here. Hold that. I missed. What I meant was hold that. Cool. Right, great. Lovely. Not that the armor makes my bow any stronger. That wasn't exactly a good test. Right, come here. Come slap me and see what happens. Come on, then. Okay. I did kind of think I wouldn't take any damage at all, but then I suppose I don't really have a hat on. They also can't get me here. I've outsmarted the slimes. One thing I do want to test, though. Can I swim in lava? Oh, yes, pretty much I can. Cool. That makes the Nether much less terrifying. If I know for a fact that I can actually go swimming in here if I misplace a block, that makes things much better. What do you want? How much do you hurt? Go on, try again. Yeah, okay, we're very, very strong. My goodness, right, come here. Oh, we are really strong. Come on. Actually, you hit a lot harder than your crossbow counterparts. My goodness. All right, that makes me feel a lot better about myself. All right, let's go home and build ourselves a cool tree. Oh, also, actually, I don't know if I've shown this off yet. So I knocked down this wall, and then it's kind of come out into another big cave system, which is, well, I mean, it's not ideal for the plans I have in here, but, I mean, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. All right, now, I think it's time to build a big tree. And I've kind of started. I don't necessarily know how big I want it, but I think probably that base there is probably enough. I think it's quite a nice wee level. Perhaps build that out a little bit more like that. Really look like it's spreading some roots on the ground. Yeah, I think that'll work nicely. Now, it's been a very long time since I've built any big trees. How do I want this to look? Up again. What does this look like? Okay, that's kind of going how I wanted. What if we indented you in like that? Okay, cool, great, yeah. Right, give me a wee minute to work on this. I'm gonna make some bamboo. I'm gonna climb up and down. I'm gonna make it look good. You'll see when I've done a little bit more or if I have any kind of ideas. So, hang tight. See you in a bit. I've really forgotten how hard it is to make trees. I think I just said how hard it is to make trees. It's just, you know, pronounce the H, you clown. I've gone for a design that I think will look really cool. Let me explain my thinking. Here's the tree. So obviously, trunk. This will be one branch, and it'll just come out here, and there'll be just a lot of leaves on the end. Here will be another branch. Another. Wherever you see fence posts, that's where I'm going to put the leaves on top of, because I think the fence posts look like little branches, and I think that looks kind of cool. However, I also have made some branches coming across from these two peaks here. I'm hoping to have other branches there. The branches look a little bit like this. I'm hoping possibly join them here. Then build on the fly here. Perhaps have some branches out here. But up top will be like a massive canopy, so it'll actually cover the whole tree basically. But it'll all stem from these branches. I might need some more. I haven't fully thought this idea through. You are not meant to be there. Go away. Right, so I'm gonna put in a load of leaves. I'm gonna hope for two things. One is that when it's done, it'll look good. And then two, that we have enough leaves, which I'm very confident we don't. I'm gonna get busy. See you in a wee bit. Right, stage one of the leaves are in. When I say stage one, I mean the bottom branches. These actually I think are looking quite nice. They definitely fill the space quite well. Not 1,000,000% sure where else I need leaves. Do I need a branch coming off here? Potentially. Maybe a couple coming off the lower bit, but I guess you don't really get branches coming off the trunk. I don't know. I'm not a tree expert. Now, for up here, I definitely know I'm not going to have enough leaves. I quite literally have a stack and a half left, and I think I'm going to need 4 or 5 times that for up here, especially, I haven't even done that branch yet. Yeah, okay, I definitely need way more leaves. But that's fine. That's not an issue. I'm worried about how up here will look. I'm hoping that it'll just look, I want to say natural, but I've never done anything like this before. And I'm worried that it's going to look weird. I think perhaps I just need more branches. Maybe some coming off this direction and then some coming off that direction. Yeah, I think that's what I need. Okay, so yeah, okay. I have an idea in my head. Let me try and implement it. Yeah, I missed. Welcome back. So you found me at the top of the tree, obviously. I have no idea why I said it like that. I have filled in the canopy, I think. I've connected it to all the other branches, I think. I'm yet to actually look at it, so I thought we could do that together. Well, I lightened. Said land wrong. I look like I've got a handlebar mustache. Right, are you ready for the reveal? 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, it looks perfect. Oh, that's come together really nicely. Hold on, let me go away and let me get an actual better perspective. I think the canopy up the top does need to be bigger, and I do need a couple more branches, but I think that's actually gone exactly how I wanted it to. Now, I don't know if you can tell by the surprise in my voice, but I completely winged that. I'm really, really surprised. Right, let's have a look at that block there. Right around here. What if we did something like that? Realize it's going to be a little bit close to that one, but I think that'll be okay. Ah, where was I thinking there? We built one just off of that. Now, will that hit into there? Possibly. Can I cut that down? Does that look weird? No, that's fine. Yeah, okay. Let me work on these branches, and we'll get another good overview of it. Okay, so, what have I done? I've added a few more branches. I can't exactly remember which ones. So if you see a new branch, just, yeah, honestly, just deal with it. The canopy is now a little bit less square-shaped. It is a little bit bigger. It still could possibly be a little bit bigger still, but I don't want to go too overboard, and then it won't connect to the branches properly, and then it'll just look. It's very hard to build trees. If you don't like it, go build one yourself. I've added the lanterns because I just really think that looks cool. I really, really do. I think it's just a great aesthetic. And what am I stuck on? Oh, hello there. But overall, I really think this is a success. I'm totally okay with having this gap in the middle because it was originally meant to just kind of separate to the right and then separate to the left. And I didn't really like that idea, so I just kind of went a little bit mental and added loads more branches. So once again, with absolute great pleasure, I'm gonna finally take down that, I was gonna say slab again. I'm gonna finally take down that sign. If any slabs around, I'll take them down as well. The villager houses are gonna get done when me and B can play. The resources are just gonna be continuous, which means it's time for more signs. So I'm gonna stick them up, and then you're gonna see what the next couple of episodes are gonna look like. Why am I trying to sleep? So depending on how long is left of this episode, here are what we're going to be doing either for the rest of today or in the coming episodes. Hopefully a few of them are more self-explanatory. We're going to build a grave for the donkey. Doesn't need to be anything extra like the bee grave. It just needs to be a little tombstone because I feel very guilty. The villager house staying the same. Improved sunset is going to be what I've been talking about for weeks now. We're taking down this mountain and I have a pretty good idea of what to do instead. 4 is going to be making a bone meal farm. Now, a few episodes ago, when I showed off my very simplistic bone meal farm here, I said there was a crazy automatic one that you could do using kelp, and I think it is definitely time to make that, because currently the way I have been filling it is periodically coming over here and harvesting all this kelp by hand and then throwing it in the chest up here, which, don't get me wrong, it's quite fun, but it is incredibly tedious. This is so cool. I genuinely think I've done a great job. Compound lighting is, I'm not entirely sure, something that I've mentioned before. I would love to have, yep, cool, rain, perfect. I'd love that. Oh, and the sun disappeared. Oh, great. Instead of having torches everywhere, actually, I've definitely mentioned this before, I think. Instead of having torches everywhere, I would love to be able to replace every, I don't know, 5-10 blocks with glowstone, and then cover over the top of that maybe with some moss carpet, some green carpet, lime carpet, whatever looks the best, maybe some bushes. And then instead of just having torches everywhere, we just have a kind of hidden lighting source, and it'll just, I really think, look a whole lot better. Find Nether Wart is, well, it's self-explanatory. I would like some potions. We never found any the first time. We need to go explore in the Nether again, because I was recently informed by a friend of mine that you can do something very similar with potions like this lava generator, except you have water up there, you half fill a cauldron with potions, and then the water dripping into it just gives you infinite potions. I had no idea that was a thing, but he normally knows what he's talking about, so I mean, I guess we're gonna have to give it a try. We'll skip over this one for a second. Number 8 is just kill the wither. We have enough wither skulls. I want a beacon. I think it's just time we kill the wither. And then 9 is just gonna be get resources. I really like having stuff. Now this victory monument, it is an incredibly niche bit of Minecraft knowledge, to the point where I would be genuinely surprised if anyone watches this knows what the hell I'm talking about. You get custom maps called super hostile maps. You've got the likes of Spellbound Caves, Legendary, Kaizo Cavern, the list goes on. They're really cool. Created by a man called Vex, and he has made these little dungeons inside of a custom map he's made all by himself. They have different challenges, you go into each one, and in the end, you're meant to find different colored wool. Depending on the difficulty of the dungeon, you get different colored wool. And the aim of the game was to find this victory monument, find all the pieces of wool, and an iron block, gold block, and diamond block, and then place them in the correct order, and that's how you would win. Now, some of the earliest content that I ever consumed on YouTube was watching people do these. Shout out to my boys BOO, Etho, and Good. Your content phenomenal. They'll never see that, but they should know that they were a big part of my childhood and a big reason why I love Minecraft. Unfortunately, playing on Bedrock, you actually can't get these maps, so I've never actually done one myself. I'm also just running around. I have just noticed I'm just doing laps of my compound because I don't really want to be standing still because I'm doing a lot of talking. Basically, I've never completed these maps myself. I've just watched other people do it, but I've always wanted to have the victory monument. It's nothing special to look at. It's just a load of glass and glowstone and then all the wool and then the ore blocks at the end. It's just something that I've always wanted, so I'm going to do it. So that'll take that off. And that's what's going to be happening in the next coming episodes. This Nether Wart, when we find it, will be replaced by the potion cauldron setup. And then, yeah, that's what I think we can do in the next coming episodes. So, I hope you're looking forward to that. I have no idea what the rest of this episode is going to hold, because if we're already on 20 minutes, I really need to wrap up. Let me go shelter from the rain. Let me go edit this. I'll see you in a wee second. Oh, it looks so good. Okay, so the video is basically done. I've done everything I've needed to. I think the tree looks incredible. Oh, you may notice there used to be a tree here, but coming up and out of here, it just kind of blocked it, and I didn't build this really cool looking tree just to have it blocked by anything. I've added a few beehives because now we've got a silk touch pick that I got off camera from fishing. Everything's glorious. Everything's good. Now, we are pretty much at the end of the episode, so just to wrap up, so I think Derek the donkey is going to get the grave he so rightfully deserves. I genuinely cannot believe how many graves I'm having to build in this world. So just to clarify, the bee got a memorial because we actually watched him die. Derek the donkey is getting one because well, I mean, I may have slightly slaughtered him. That was a bit rude of me. The only reason Gavin isn't getting one is because he could technically still be out there. I mean, I don't know where, but he still technically could come home at some point. Unlikely as that may be, it's still a possibility. How do I want this to look? Is that, yeah, okay, that's fine. Do that. Does that look murally? Yeah, I think so. Let me do that. Does that look? It's quite big. I mean, he's worth it. I mean, it is Derek after all. Let's put that there. Let's put that there. Here lies Derek the donkey. I think he was roughly alive for about 3 days. I'm not entirely sure when we first saw him, but well, I definitely know when he died. If that's not the saddest thing you've ever seen in your life, then I don't know what is. Actually, where are we? This is kind of perfect. Oh, if only I could put cocoa beans here. He'd actually love that. Oh, honestly, is that not the saddest thing you've ever seen in your life? Now, it is definitely time to wrap up. But just before we do that, we come over here, we knock that off the board, and I think we all take a moment of silent reflection for poor Derek. It is time to wrap up. I think I just said that. I really can't remember. I'm really happy with how today's episode went. I absolutely love the tree from all angles. I love that I actually have my new armor and I'm actually safe and secure. This, I think, is really funny. It's just a good thing to just have, and then later on, if I can manage to keep that there and if we build around it, obviously later on, however many episodes down the line we get to, we can then just look at that and be like, oh yeah, that happened. And now, obviously, we have the roadmap of things to come in the future. I have no idea what we're going to be starting on next time. I don't really fancy going back into the Nether, so it could be anything else apart from that. The villager houses will just get worked on over time, but Bee's really busy in the next week. She's actually going away for a wee while, so we're not going to have too much time to work on that. So I'll be sure to just give you updates on anything we do, and then just make the episodes as interesting as possible while we wait for that to be completed. If you have liked today's episode, please feel free to leave the video a like to help get my videos noticed. I know you're enjoying the content and you like the look of my builds, and well, it doesn't cost you anything, so I mean, why wouldn't you do it? Just be nice. If you know any tree experts, feel free to show them my video. I'm sure that's a really funny camera angle. I'm sure they'll love the tree. I think it'll be great. Oh, and also, hi. So basically, if you like the video, you can like the video. If you know anyone who would like my videos, bring them along. Let's start a wee community and just honestly, let's see where we can go. So having said that, and with that being said, I hope you stay out of trouble. You don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I'll see yous later. Oh my god, I made it.